Halo, perkenalkan saya Kristianti Trihapsari. Saya dosen pendidikan bahasa Inggris, Fakultas Bahasa dan Seni, Universitas Negeri Semarang. Pada kesempatan kali ini, saya ingin memaparkan terkait pernyataan deskripsi diri unjuk kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi. Pada pertemuan ini, saya akan mengajar mata kuliah Syllabus Development, di mana mata kuliah ini bertujuan untuk memperkenalkan unsur desain kurikulum, pendekatan baru dalam merancang silabus bahasa Inggris, pemetaan kompetensi komunikatif, genre, tema, topik, dan pemilihan materi, serta metode penilaian untuk siswa tingkat SD dan SMP. Mata kuliah ini termasuk mata kuliah pokok saya yang relate dengan research interest saya, yaitu TEFL, Teaching English as a Foreign Language, dan juga sesuai dengan apa yang saya dalami beberapa tahun ini, yaitu literasi. Secara umum, pengajaran mata kuliah ini adalah salah satu bagian upaya pelaksanaan Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi yang saya lakukan. 30% untuk pengajaran, yang 60%-nya digunakan untuk penelitian, 10% untuk pengabdian. Mata kuliah ini didasarkan dengan kurikulum OBE dan juga harus memenuhi CPL dan CPMK yang ditetapkan oleh Prodi. Jadi Prodi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris memiliki fokus terhadap bidang keilmuan dan juga keahlian. Untuk mata kuliah ini, kami berfokus pada penguasaan ilmu kependidikan dan pembelajaran bahasa. Untuk CPL dan CPMK dibagi menjadi 3 kategori, yaitu pengetahuan, keterampilan, di mana ada keterampilan umum dan juga keterampilan khusus, serta sikap. Untuk mata kuliah Syllabus Development, CPL yang secara khusus kami fokuskan adalah CPL 6, yaitu menguasai konsep dan teknik pengembangan program pembelajaran, penyajian metode dan prosedur, pengelolaan dan evaluasi. Sedangkan untuk CPMK terbagi menjadi 3 bagian, yaitu CPMK terkait knowledge, attitudes, dan juga skill. Terkait CPMK pengetahuan, students are able to articulate their understanding of the notion of curriculum development, which include but not limited to syllabus, lesson plan, and also learning materials development. Untuk attitude, students are able to practice the following character features. For example, inspirative, humanist, caring, innovative, creative, sportsmanship, honest, and also fair. And the last one is about skill atau keterampilan. Students are able to design syllabus, lesson plan, learning materials for English subject, especially elementary school level and also junior high school level. Mata kuliah Syllabus Development merupakan mata kuliah 2 SKS yang terdiri dari teori dan juga praktek pembuatan RPP dan materi ajar. Dibagi menjadi 16 pertemuan. Syllabus Development pada pertemuan pertama membahas terkait paradigma baru dalam pembelajaran bahasa Inggris. Pertemuan kedua dan ketiga membahas terkait kurikulum 2013 untuk bahasa Inggris, yaitu untuk SMP. Sedangkan pertemuan keempat dan kelima kurikulum merdeka untuk bahasa Inggris SD dan SMP. Pertemuan 6 dan 7 membahas terkait silabus atau ATP. Pertemuan 8 digunakan untuk midtest. Pertemuan 9 dan 10 merancang lesson plan. 11 dan 12 membahas terkait materi ajar. pertemuan 13-14 terkait instrumen penilaian. Pertemuan 15 presentasi produk, yaitu perangkat pembelajaran. Dan yang terakhir, pertemuan 16 final test. Selanjutnya, saya akan membahas terkait delivery, interaction, dan juga assessment dalam mata kuliah syllabus development. Saya mulai dari delivery. Pada mata kuliah syllabus development, saya secara umum menyampaikan teori dasar dalam bentuk lecturing pada pertemuan tatap muka dengan mahasiswa dan juga memberikan rujukan references sebagai tambahan bacaan mahasiswa. Pengajaran secara umum dilakukan sinkronus dan juga asinkronus. Untuk sinkronus dilakukan dengan pertemuan luring atau tatap muka dan juga pertemuan online seperti Zoom meeting. Untuk asinkronus, saya pribadi menggunakan LMS yang disediakan oleh UNES, yaitu Elena, untuk memberikan tambahan materi kepada siswa untuk pembelajaran mandiri mereka dan juga untuk submit tugas dan project terstruktur. Mata kuliah ini juga menggunakan beberapa teaching approach seperti cooperative learning, collaborative learning, dan juga CAS method. Di collaborative learning dan cooperative learning, mahasiswa diharapkan mampu bekerja sama dengan teman mereka untuk menyelesaikan dan menjamin kesuksesan penyelesaian tugas yang ada di mata kuliah ini. Sedangkan untuk case study untuk CAS method digunakan untuk mahasiswa agar mereka dapat menyelesaikan masalah yang diberikan oleh dosen selama perkuliahan. Yang selanjutnya, saya akan membahas terkait interaction. Interaction dalam mata kuliah ini juga dibagi menjadi dua, yaitu online dan juga offline. Offline adalah seperti tatap muka dengan mahasiswa di kelas untuk penguatan teori dan diskusi kelompok ataupun diskusi kelas. Untuk interaksi online, saya menggunakan sosial media untuk penyampaian pesan, baik untuk berkomunikasi terkait materi yang ada dalam mata kuliah ataupun untuk membahas tugas dan proyek mereka. Selain itu juga menggunakan Zoom meeting sebagai variasi untuk pertemuan tatap muka selain pertemuan tatap muka yang luring. Kemudian saya akan membahas terkait assessment yang ada di mata kuliah syllabus development. Ada beberapa kategori penilaian yang diaplikasikan dalam mata kuliah ini. Yang pertama adalah partisipasi kelas. Partisipasi kelas sebanyak 15%. Jadi mahasiswa maksimal hanya boleh 4 kali absen dalam mata kuliah ini. Kemudian disusul dengan penilaian lain seperti penilaian project sebesar 35%. Tugas yang diberikan adalah seperti draft lesson plan dan juga menyusun materi ajar. Assessment berikutnya adalah presentasi sebanyak 10%, diskusi kelompok sebanyak 10%, mid test dan final test masing-masing 15%. Dalam mid test dan final test ini, mereka akan menyusun lesson plan untuk SD dan juga SMP. Mahasiswa di awal perkuliahan, mereka menerima penjelasan terkait kontrak perkuliahan yang berisi deskripsi mata kuliah, CPL, CPMK, materi, dan juga tugas yang harus mereka laksanakan selama mengikuti perkuliahan ini. Selain itu, mereka juga dijelaskan terkait aturan MK yang harus dipatuhi dan juga sistem penilaian. Demikian penjelasan dari saya terkait Selanjutnya, kita akan melihat secara langsung proses pembelajaran syllabus development. Terima kasih. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm very good. Thank you for asking. So today, everyone, we are going to continue our previous discussion. For today's agenda, we are going to discuss one of the aspects of material development from Tomlinson, everyone. And we are going to have a few activities like group discussion and so on. But before we start the class, let's pray together. The praying begins. Okay, done everyone. So I would like to first check your attendance. I'm going to call your name. Fitri?
Present.
Okay. Lena?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Ayuri?
Present, ma'am.
Tria?
Present.
Aluf?
Present.
Sorry. Tata?
Present.
Maria?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. So before we start our discussion about the principle of material development, I'm going to review your previous week. So you have done lesson planning, your first lesson planning. So I'm going to give overall feedback for your week, everyone. But first of all, I would like to appreciate your week for the first lesson planning. So give a big applause for everyone. Okay, so my note for your lesson plan, everyone. So yeah, I'm proud that you have shown a good teaching step, especially when you use a genre-based approach. You try to implement this approach, start from BKOF, MOT, GCOT, and ICOT, and which is really good for the first time. But my few note for your lesson plan, you need to be careful when you composing learning objective. Try to remember that we need to use ABCD formula. And the last one, in the end, you need to have your project, everyone. So you need to design one learning material for elementary school level or maybe junior high school level in the form of handout. Something like that. Like you need to have another project. Okay, basically everyone, what is material development? So basically it involves creating and using material for language learning. Yeah, once again, creating or using materials for language learning. And it includes like evaluating, adapting, designing, producing, using, researching materials. Okay, now I want you to go to Mentimeter, everyone, this one. So please enter this code first, enter this code. So go to Mentimeter and enter this code. And in Mentimeter, you need to compare these two materials. So we have two materials. I number its material, number 1 and number 2. And I want your honest opinion about this material. Have you finished, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, I see a lot of interesting opinion about these materials, everyone. Well done, thank you very much. Yeah, some of the opinion really attract me. So I'm going to ask you about your explanation behind this opinion. For example, more interactive activity. Who mentioned about more interactive activity? Maybe you can explain a bit about that. Yes, Amel.
I think the second page is interactive because there's a lot of picture there, and I think the student can be more practice and more understanding about the material that given by the lecturer or the teacher. That's all.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Amel, for the opinion. Okay, next I'm going to see another opinion. So, the first one, there is no picture, just the materials and also the exercises. It looks boring, and maybe if you see it, you will be upset because you just see the materials and the exercise. Like, okay, I study the language, I just see the materials and I need to do the exercise. But the second one, a bit colorful than the first one. You can see picture, and also when you move from one activity to another activity, you will have different kind of activities. Not only just objective tasks like you need to fill in the blank or something else, but you have another activity like you do per week, you do like for example pre-activity and so on. So it will be more interesting. So I'm going to give introduction, like a few introduction before you work in group. So you need, so actually this one is case method. This one is case method, everyone. So you need to provide suggestion for the revision of book entitled Touchstone for the future publication. So the author tried to revise the previous published book, and this author want your opinion. And we are going to give a review or our opinion based on the previous aspect that we have talked before, like novelty, variety, appealing content, attractive presentation, and also achievable challenge. Based on those things, so this class will be divided into 5 groups. This class will be divided into 5 groups. Then later, for each group, you will have one aspect to be reviewed, and you can scan the book, try to review this book based on just one aspect. For example, if group 1, you will review about novelty. Group 2, you will review about variety. 3 will be will review about attractive presentation. Group 4 will try to review about excellent appealing content, and the last one, group 5, you will review about achievable challenge. Okay, really nice. So you have 30 minutes to discuss with your group. You can also see the file that I shared to you on our WhatsApp group and click the link, and the link is for the book. Okay, everyone, you have 30 minutes to discuss. Then after you have finished, then you need to present your result. Okay, any questions? Not yet. Okay, everyone, then you can move to your group. I have shared the list of members of each group in our WhatsApp group. For your group work and also presentation, the first one is the ability to analyze the book based on the mentioned aspect. And also the second one is about presentation quality, everyone. So I hope that each group will show the result of the discussion clearly and engagingly, something like that. Thank you. You may continue your way. Yeah. Okay, everyone, your time for group discussion is over. So now it is your time to present the result of your discussion. So maybe I'm going to choose some groups randomly, everyone. Let's start with group 2 first. So group 2, please come forward.
So, we are from Group 2. Before we present our presentation, we will introduce ourselves first. My name is Syadibia Alfmausali and my friends is Adhita Mahardika and then Triya Dewi Lestari. So, after we will scanning about material book, about variety, we will explain about the definition of variety first. So the definition is.
So the definition of variety is bringing up monotony of unit routines with unexpected activity, such as using different types from different source, different instructor voices. Okay.
And then the result of our scanning we will represent by Tata.
So there are 3 results of variety. The first one is the part of the book related to grammar and vocabulary include diverse materials. The second one is it includes several perspectives from different people. And the third one, the vocabulary presented by each person is different.
So, is there any question?
Any question for everyone? Okay.
Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, everyone. Yeah. All the group have presented the result of the discussion. So you have tried to review the book Touchstone, try to give the outer suggestion for the next publication, especially for the aspect that we have learned for today. Very good, everyone. Give a big applause for everyone. Okay. So I'm going to give overall feedback for each subject. For each aspect. So the first one is about novelty, everyone. So I'm going to add something, especially for the novelty that you pick from previous page. So it is better to also suggest uncommon topics for the materials, not only just the activities, but it is also important to have a common topic. That one is for the novelty. The second one, so variety. Overall, I agree with Group 2 opinion about variety, that the page that you choose display variety, because the vocabulary and grammar focus in that page show different resource from different people. It will give students diverse vocabulary and also different grammar style. Good. Next one, attractive presentation. So I almost agree with your opinion about attractive presentation, that the page that you choose show also attractive presentation. It has colorful photograph or photo. It's also use white space, not too much material. And also the other things, hold on. The use of good illustration and also photograph. But if you can see in the page that group 3 are big, then somehow there are so many pictures in just one page. Somehow maybe your students will get confused because of those lot of pictures. Okay, next one. We talk about appealing content. So in the previous story, talk about Guatemala and also Brazil, right? So in the perspective of the author, they try to introduce local references in the perspective of Guatemala and also Brazil. But if we try to use this material for our students, then try to connect it with local references. It will be better. And the last one is achievable challenge. So even though the instruction have an activity that makes students to think, like do you agree with the content of the text, not just only understand the text, but try to see whether they really agree with the tips of the text or not. But you can also add more activities to develop your students' critical thinking and thinking skill, something like that. Okay, thank you very much for the group discussion and presentation, everyone. Any questions or you want to add something? Not yet. Okay, thank you very much. So now we come to the end of our class, everyone. So today we have learned 5 aspects from the first principle of materials development by Tomlinson. And I see that you progress through this meeting. Thank you very much. I hope that the aspect that we have learned today will help you later as the future teacher to develop learning materials. And I hope in the future you will create a really great learning materials. Okay, nice. Next week agenda, we are going to finish on the theories of principle of material development by Tomlinson, everyone. And after that, we are going to plan about our next project. So you need to design one learning material, design handout for elementary school students or maybe junior high school students. So to end the class, let's pray together, everyone. The praying began. Okay, then, yeah, that's all for today, everyone. Thank you for your active participation and your hard work. Let's see you again next week. Have a good day and good morning.
Thank you.
Pleasure.